What is up, everybody, and welcome to another NFL prediction video. This video will be for week 3 of the NFL season. Last week we went 13-3, a way better record than week 1 where we went 8-8. As you can see, my new record is 21-11. A very good week 2. 13-3 is a very good record. This week is interesting because we do have a lot of injuries, especially to quarterbacks. Justin Fields is out with a concussion. JJ McCarthy is out. Jaden Daniels is hurt. His status is questionable. Brock Purdy is injured but has a chance to play. And Joe Burrow is out as well. So there was a lot of QB injuries this week. There's a couple that are questionable, like Brock Purdy and Jaden Daniels. So that the fact that I'm recording this Thursday could change some of these games. Like if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, then that is a big if on if Washington will win. Same thing with Brock Purdy. So, but I'm gonna do my guesses based on the fact that they're gonna play. So tonight we have the Dolphins versus the Bills. This one's easy for me. I got the Bills. It is in Buffalo, so I got the Bills to easily defeat the Dolphins. The Dolphins look like probably the worst team in the NFL right now. But next we got the Bengals against the Vikings. So both of the starting quarterbacks in this game are out. So this one is very hard to choose. If you are betting, I would stay very far away from this game. And this one is hard to predict, obviously, because it's two backup QBs. I believe Carson Wentz is actually starting for the Vikings. I think I'm going to go with the Vikings just because it's in Minnesota. And the backup QB for the Bengals actually did win last week after Joe Burrow got hurt. You know what? I'm actually going to... never mind. I'll keep it. I'll keep it the Vikings because it's in Minnesota. I'm going to keep it as the Vikings. Next, we got the Texans at the Jaguars. For some reason, I think the Jaguars are actually favored. And I'm not sure if I'm missing something here. But I'm going to go with the Texans. I mean, I might be stupid. I haven't seen either of these teams play this year. Maybe that's just why the Texans have looked bad, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to go with the Texans to beat the Jaguars. Next, we got the Colts versus the Titans. I'm going to go with the Colts. Daniel Jones, man. He has looked good. Since he left the Giants, he has looked good. I didn't pick them last week to win, and you know, that was my fault. I should have picked them. But man, they have looked good. I ain't going to lie. Can they keep that going? I don't know, but we'll see. Steelers versus the Patriots. We got Aaron Rodgers, you know, had a really good week 1. Everybody was like, oh, is he back? Is he back? And then he came out and shit the bed in week 2. I can't remember if they won or not. I think they lost. Let me double check. I think they lost last week. Yeah, they got whooped by Seattle, actually, so I think my original thought here was the Patriots, but I'm going to go with the Steelers to beat the Patriots. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers comes out this week and plays like he did last week, then they're going to lose. But I don't think he's going to play that bad 2 weeks in a row, but we'll see. Next, we got the Packers versus the Browns. I'm going to go with the Packers. That one's easy for me. Rams versus Eagles. I got to go with my boys, the Eagles. Both 2-0. Eagles are at home. Jalen Hurts, I'm not going to lie, this year has been very disappointing for me. He hasn't... Last week, he only threw for like 100 yards. But with that being said, if the Eagles keep winning, then who cares what the stats look like, you know? So the defense has been playing really good. I think the Eagles will pull out this win. I said last week it was like a 90% chance I was gonna stream the Eagles versus Chiefs game, and I ended up not streaming it. So I'm not gonna promise anything, but just go to my Twitch around 1:00 p.m. on Sunday and see if I'm live. The link is in the description. I don't know if I'll be live or not. I kind of like just watching the games and hanging out, but we'll see. Jets versus the Bucks. Jets. Justin Fields is out, so I'm gonna go with the Bucks to easily win that game. Raiders versus Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington, even if Jaden Daniels doesn't play. Actually, if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I would probably pick the Raiders, but I think Jaden Daniels will play, and I don't see Washington losing to the Raiders, especially after Monday night where the Raiders looked like trash, and they have a short week, so I think I'm gonna go with Washington here. Falcons versus Panthers. I gotta go Falcons. I'm not gonna pick the Panthers probably at all this year. I just can't. Broncos versus Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. That game could go either way. Both teams are pretty decent, so the Chargers actually aren't decent. The Chargers look like one of the best teams in the NFL right now currently. The first 2 weeks they look really good. Saints versus Seahawks. I gotta go Seahawks. Cowboys and Bears. I'm very excited to watch this game. The Bears always play the Cowboys pretty good, as far as I can remember. It is in Chicago. Dallas barely beat the Giants last week, and their defense looked bad. So this might surprise a lot of people, but I'm actually going to go with the Bears to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And that's not just me hating because I'm an Eagles fan. That's just what I feel is going to happen. I also have another pick that I'm going to make in this video that people are not going to like either, but we'll get to that. Cardinals versus the 49ers. I got to go with the 49ers. And here it is. Kansas City versus the Giants. Sunday Night Football. I'm going to go with the Giants. I know. What? You're stupid. You're crazy. Oh, I'm telling you right now. The Giants are going to beat the Chiefs. I'm saying it right now. I'm not going to bet on it. But I'm going to predict them to win. Lions versus Ravens, Monday Night Football. This will be a very good game. I'm going to go with Ravens to beat the Lions. So, last week I started this new thing where I'm picking 5 teams for a money line parlay. If you followed my parlay, if you tailed it last week, you would have won some money because every single pick I made won. This week I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pick 5 games, make a parlay out of it. And if you guys want to tail it, you can. Like I said, I hit last week, so just go with that. Do that with that what you will. I'm gonna actually. Can I write it? No, I can't. But I think I'm gonna like. Is there a way to like put it? Maybe I'll just circle them. So let's see. Let's pick 5 teams. So I'm gonna do Green Bay. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because that's too much. I'm just gonna say it. Green Bay over the Browns is 1. Bucks over the Jets is 2. Seattle over the Saints is 3. Wait, I gotta go back because I forgot who I picked already. I picked Packers over. I'm just gonna do this. Put a line next to it. Packers over Browns. Bucks over Jets. I'll do Chargers over Broncos. That's 3. Seattle over Saints. That's 4. And then I need one more. Let's do Eagles over Rams. That's 5. So there's your moneyline parlay. Let's go over again. Green Bay over the Browns. Eagles over the Rams. Bucks over the Jets. Chargers over the Broncos. Seattle over the Saints. That's 5 picks for you guys. And I'm probably going to make a long shot parlay too with the Giants over the Chiefs. The Bears over the Cowboys. Vikings over the Bengals. And the Chargers over the Broncos. But yeah, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully have a good week again. We'll see. Some of these games this week are kind of hard with the injuries and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if I have a very terrible week and have a losing record, but we'll see. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.